Hello everybody, welcome to the Daily Sip. My name is Oliver and my mission is to make you excited about organic Japanese green tea. And today what we're gonna dive into is how you can enjoy high caffeinated tea even in the evening time. So what we're gonna dive into is the exploration of how to drink Gyokuro, which is one of the most or highest caffeinated tea of Japan, and how you can enjoy it in the evening time, even though it is that high in caffeine. So for this I brought the Gyokuro Sasa Hime. So this is a mix of stems of Yabukita. It's a mix of Okumidori and it is a mix of Samidori. So a good blend of different tea cultivars, green tea types. And this tea, as you can see, it is a very dark leafed tea. So this tea you know when you look at only the leaves through the dark colors, I show it again to you, then you can see that this tea is definitely high in caffeine. As the shaded teas, they have more caffeine, they contain more caffeine, and it will be rich in theanine, in caffeine, in chlorophyll, and also in minerals. Gyokuro is one of the most savory, one of the most taste intense, and also giving the liquid of the water a little bit of a thicker texture. But actually, what can you do to enjoy also Gyokuro in the evening time? And what I have here with me is a clay kyusu where I just pre-brewed the Gyokuro here for around 14 minutes in room temperature water. So it's not actually a cold brew, but it is just taking the room temperature water and leaving the tea in for around 14 minutes. So this is the time where I let the tea really extract its flavor. And what is nice is that actually the tea doesn't release too much caffeine. The reason there lies in the temperature of the water, because the more that you go up, so it's around 35 to 40 degrees Celsius where the caffeine starts to extract in its biggest amounts. And when you go up even to hot boiling water, then you extract the most of the caffeine. So the plant releases the strongest or the highest amount of caffeine the hotter the water is. So the more you go down, the more easier or the more soft your drink becomes in terms of caffeine. But also what is nice is it doesn't release too much of this astringent tea taste, or it doesn't release too much also of the vegetal taste of the chlorophyll. These are particles, catechins, which are going into your tea water as soon as the water has a higher temperature. What you have when you go for a lower temperature, you extract more the sweeter particles, especially the amino acids and especially the L-theanine. L-theanine giving your tea not only a very sweet flavor or taste profile, the L-theanine itself also buffers the caffeine in your green tea. So what actually happens is, yes, you do extract a little bit of caffeine, but as you have such a high amount of L-theanine, and especially the Gyokuro, besides matcha, has the highest amount of L-theanine, it buffers additionally your caffeine in your tea. So it gives you this mellow, soothing, quite relaxed body feeling when you drink a Gyokuro brewed by room temperature at around 14 to 15 minutes. So let's go and dive directly into it and just have a sip of this wonderful brew. So very easy, you just pre-brew it for 14 minutes and then you can see how beautiful the color becomes. So typically for Gyokuro, you can see the very beautiful green color. What you can see is the leaves, how nicely they opened up. So they gave all the kind of rolled out very beautifully. So you can see that they give a lot of taste to the water, and this you finally can see in the tea water itself. So very beautiful, intense, quite a dark, quite a strong tea. So you can see no finger behind, the finger is not visible. So let's go directly into the taste. Is there maybe a special notes I get? Very sweet, A little bit of a spinachy flavor profile, but a lot of sweetness. I have a little bit of savoriness, sweet corn, a little bit of hazelnut, sunflower seeds. It's a little bit more kind of the nutty, sweet taste profile, which I get with a little bit of a hint of a spinachy tone. Then let's see how the taste is like. Very, very intense, savory. There's nearly a little bit of a, yeah, there's a really strong kind of this savory, sweet, and nearly a little bit of salty flavor profile as well, playing around in your palate, really enjoying like a broad spectrum. And what is nice, when you drink it with cold water, with room temperature water, you really have a beautiful kind of a flavor profile, which has an additional kind of a refreshing tone to it. In the end, I have a little bit of cucumber, refreshing cucumber notes as well in the beginning. So I got a little bit of this spinachy, slight grassy tone with it, but it's very slight. Then the umami, kind of this savory flavor profile, kind of triggering sweet corn, a little bit of sunflower seeds is coming also up. I don't have much of the nutty, so hazelnut, it's more on the seed or sunflower seed. Kind of butternut seeds. And then it goes over really into kind of this typical sweet corn, but mixing a little bit with this savory flavor profile. And then in the end you have this refreshing tone of this cucumber flavor. And it's also very smooth. It's not, when you brew it at a hotter temperature, it seems to me that the water is a little bit thicker, it's a little bit more denser. Here somehow it is denser than just a normal green tea. There is density in the water, so it's really bringing all its minerals, all its flavor profiles in the tea water. But it's not that much that it kind of pronounces itself more on the top of the tongue, but it's more on the side of the tongue. It plays a little bit on the top first, but then it goes and refreshes kind of on the side of the tongue. And this is a very, very easy way. I could take it now and brew it for another 2 minutes or so, just brew it again, have a second tasting. You can do this 2, 3 to even 4 times. And this is something when you want to have a very sweet but also a calming and kind of soothing tea experience in the evening, without going to kind of a mix of stems and leaves to bring down the caffeine, or to even go into the genmaicha, and you want to really have a nice savory flavor profile just to kind of soothe out, like lying or like flowing into the evening time, because the theanine helps you really to calm your mind. The theanine will also help you with your evening meditation if you want to do that. So this is a pretty positive side of it, and it gives you really this mellow, soothing kind of body feel. And I already start to feel it now, or at least that's what my mind tells me. So this will be the last sip. Thanks a lot for watching. It was a pleasure to have you, and I guess I see you tomorrow. Bye bye.